Hey guys, today I'm going to be taking out the old DC charger, the old iTech World one. It stopped working, so time to take it out. I was looking at a few. I was looking at Red Arc, enerdrive and Victron to replace it. And I seen an enerdrive one online. I can't remember the exact website. I think it was Caravan an RV or something like that, and they had a sale on it that time, so I was going to order that. But a few weeks before that, I went to Battery World, my local Battery World, and got them to check out a couple of things before I ended up buying a new one, just to make sure it was the charger. And the guy there was really good, so I kind of wanted to go back there. He said that they had enerdrive ones there that they sell, so I wanted to go back there and get it. Problem was they're like $600 and something there. Online it was a little under 500, so it's kind of a no-brainer to order it online. You know, you're saving that extra $150. But before I ordered it online, I thought I'd contact the Battery World and just ask them, hey, you know, there's this charger that you also sell. They're selling it for this price. Would you match it? And the next day I got a phone call saying, yeah, we'll match it. Yeah, we can put one aside. You come pick it up whenever you want. So I was like, all right, I'll be there this afternoon, and I'll pick it up. So that was pretty good of them. Definitely good customer service. And this is the charger here, enerdrive 40 plus. So it's a 40 amps plus. So it actually goes up to 50 amps. At the moment, I'm going to run it at 25 amps because the cable that we got going from the starter battery into the back, that's a 8 BMS cable, can't handle 40 amps. So I'm going to run it at 25 amps for now, and then once that cable is upgraded, then I'll go into the charger and change the settings to 40, maybe even 50 amps. I'm thinking about going with either 6 or 4 BMS cable. The guy recommended 6 at Battery World to get 40 amps. That's fine. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it at 25 amps for now. And as you can see, I added Anderson plugs onto it because the old charger had Anderson plugs already coming off it. So everything was already Anderson plugged up. And I kind of like it that way. That way, once this is mounted onto the battery box, I can, for any reason, if I want to take it out, just unplug it and lift it out. It's no wiring or any issues like that. It's all just plug and play now. So I had to make these cables up, but I think if you're looking at a way of being able to take it in and out whenever you want, this is definitely the way to do it. Otherwise, if you just want it to be in there permanently, you know, if you sell the car, you don't really care about taking it with you, then you can hardwire it all. Even if you hardwire it, it's still pretty easy to take out. You just unscrew these 2 screws here, pop the plastic off, and then behind it, all these just screw in. So yeah, easy as. I'll put it on the battery box and program it, and we'll go from there. So this is pretty much all the stuff you need. I'm using 6 BMS cable at the moment, so it's pretty thick stuff. My wire strippers aren't thick enough, so I'm using a pair of Stanley blade and pliers and stuff like that. Heat shrink, your lugs, hydraulic crimper, so you can crimp those lugs on correctly. Then over here I've got a blowtorch and some solder and a soldering iron to solder it as well if I need to. And then there's more inside the car at the moment, so yeah, there's a fair bit you need to get this done, but you know, if you're into this kind of stuff, then it's worth buying. If you're not really into it, then it's worth getting a professional to do it. This is kind of how I'm doing it. So I get the cable I need, cut to the right length, get the Anderson plug for a size comparison, so I know how much insulation of the cable I need to cut off, and then I'll go in, because it's so thick, I've got to use a Stanley knife. I'll just make a mark like that. Don't cut through it, just make a mark so you know how much you need to take back. Probably need to take back a bit more than that actually, because it does need a spread into both of them. So now I'll cut down the middle. Be very, very careful doing this, it's not ideal. If you got wire strippers, it will cut through it. That'll be a lot better, but I don't. So I'll just see if I actually cut through it. I don't think I cut through it that time, because you don't want to get the cable that's underneath. You want to leave that uncut, because you only want to take the tips off the cable. That tips off the insulation. So it's a pretty slow way of doing it, but right now it's the only way I got, because the cable's so thick. Then you just take off this insulation and then do the same thing here. Just take off whatever much you need. You grab one of the Anderson plug lugs, line it up so you know how much you need to take off. Take that off, and then put the wire into the lug and crimp it with this. So that's pretty much how I do it. There's other ways to do it, but that's just how I'm doing it. Okay, so here's where I had the old charger, just in here. I just screwed it in with screws, but now I'm going to use these things. It's kind of like a pop rivet, but it's got thread in it, so I can put these in, and that's what I'm going to use to actually mount the box, mount the DC charger to the box. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Just screw it in there, and then very hard to see underneath. There. Now I just got to plug this into there, and then the solar and the alternator cable. Okay, so it's all hooked up now. Here's all the Anderson plugs coming off. So you've got your solar one here, got your alternator one there, and then the one going into the battery right there. And then I've just finished programming it all. So right now sitting on 13.4 volts, and the solar's putting in 6.5 amps at the moment. So I mean, the battery's probably pretty close to full anyway, but yeah, probably do a 6-month and 12-month review on this unit, and yeah, get back to you after I finish doing that.